I'll never forget Halloween night in Whispering Pines. The town was buzzing as usual, kids everywhere in costumes, the whole 9 yards. Chloe and I weren't planning to go out, just a horror movie marathon at her place. But then her annoying older brother, Alex, busted into her room with that smirk of his. "You two want a real scare?" he'd said. "I dare you to go to the old Garber house, if you're brave enough, that is." Now, you have to understand, the Garber house isn't just any creepy house. It's basically the stuff of nightmares around here, an abandoned mansion in the woods, practically falling apart. People say Old Man Garber went crazy and disappeared on Halloween night 40 years ago. And since then, they say he watches, just stares at anyone who gets too close. I'll admit I wasn't about to back down from a dare, especially not from Alex. So I told Chloe we had to go, just to prove him wrong. She agreed, though I could tell she was nervous, and honestly I was too. We biked out to the woods, and by then the sun was gone. The moon was barely bright enough to light the way, and the wind was howling through the trees like it was trying to warn us. But then, we finally reached it. The Garber house, standing there like some monster waiting in the shadows. "Come on," I whispered, trying to keep my voice steady, and we crept up the front steps. I raised my phone, snapping a quick picture of the door, expecting something to happen, but nothing did. I started to relax, even laughed a little, reaching for the door, but then we saw it. Upstairs, in one of those broken, dusty windows, a light flickered. Not a warm yellow light, but this cold, bluish glow that pulsed, like a heartbeat. Then a shadow crossed in front of it. I don't know how to explain it, but it was someone, or something, and I swear, it was watching us. "Let's go," Chloe whispered, but I was frozen. Just as I tried to step back, the door creaked open all on its own. The air coming out was icy, and in it we heard a voice, a low whisper, rough as gravel. "Come in. I've been waiting." I don't know why, but it felt like I was being pulled, like my body wasn't even my own. I took a step toward that doorway, my mind foggy, the darkness inside pulling at me like some kind of spell. Chloe must have realized what was happening because she grabbed my arm, yanking me back. Suddenly, I snapped out of it just as the door slammed shut, shaking the entire house. That cold blue light disappeared instantly. We ran like I'd never run before, stumbling down the trail, pushing through branches that tore at our skin. Neither of us looked back until we were back in town, under the safe glow of the streetlights. Finally, we stopped to catch our breath, and we both turned to look. The house was barely a shadow in the distance, but there, in that second-floor window, something was there. A figure with these eyes, like they were glowing in the darkness. And just faintly, on the wind, I swear I heard it again. "Don't come back. Next time you won't leave." Even now, I feel those eyes on me sometimes, like they're waiting for me to come back. And every Halloween since, I stay far away from those woods.